Hi, I'm at the Florida Museum of Natural History in Gainesville, Florida, and this is my first touchscreen exhibit designed last year for the museum using Blender for the animated elements. Since doing this, I've been wondering, what does it take to make a better exhibit? I don't really like the touchscreen itself. It might not provide a special enough experience for the museum goers who have access to higher quality screens. It's not interesting to watch other people use a touchscreen. Perhaps most of all, the screen gets grimy and disgusting after a short period of use. So I started exploring alternatives to touchscreen interaction. I came across a motion capture system based on the Microsoft Kinect and a framework called OpenNI. The Kinect tracks depth by projecting infrared dots at an object. The closer that object is to its cameras, the more dense the pattern of dots is on the surface of that object. Combined with the OpenNI framework through a fantastic program called Processing, which is kind of like the Blender of the programming world, we can track a skeleton in 3D space. So we have the interface, but what about the exhibit? I was inspired by this exhibit at my hometown museum. Visitors enter the path with their arms outstretched, and as they walk through, the bars guide their arms through the correct motions of a bird in flight. It focuses on teaching only one thing: how birds fly. But the flaw in this exhibit is that there is only one way to experience it: the correct way. We know that children learn best when they are free to fail, when they can see the contrast between the wrong way and the right way. So I decided to make an updated version of the bird flight exhibit using the Kinect, Blender, and Processing. Fortunately, I already have some experience animating birds. And this is my prototype exhibit. The first part invites you to stand on the green dot that will be on the museum floor. Once you enter the tracking zone, the Kinect begins to monitor and display your silhouette. The exhibit asks you to put your hands up, and when you do, you are thrown into your 3D avatar. The avatar is made up of OBJ files created in Blender that I imported into Processing and translated and rotated according to the movements of the visitor. I made the bird blink by a random if statement that replaced the 3D model of an open eye with a model of a half-closed eye and a fully closed eye in quick succession. I only learned later that birds don't actually blink. I took my prototype to TEDxUF, a well-attended conference where I could test the premise on a large number of people. The mechanics work like this. If you just flap your wings up and down, the incorrect way to fly, your bird is not going anywhere. But if you do it the correct way, your bird will actually take off.
Oh yeah, look at me.
There you go.
So visitors can actually feel the difference between the correct way to fly and the incorrect way to fly. In future iterations, I'd like to use on-screen graphics to more clearly define what the wing path should look like. I'd also like to provide a more clear objective. For example, that the bird has to fly up to his nest to feed his chicks.
Oh yeah.
And so this is what I'm working on. I'm Ian Elsner, and this is The Blender Show. I'll see you soon.